The war in Iran and the regime change has given us an opportunity of a generation. Now, we don't want to see war and we don't want to see no one get hurt. I mean, I'm a U.S. Army veteran, right? We do not want war, believe you me. And war is not a fun thing either. But we do want to go over the opportunity that is providing us because we don't make decisions. We're not the president. We're not the administration. We're investors, and we invest when things are in front of us, positive or negative. So we're going to give you the 3 stocks of the week, but this time a little bit different. We're going to talk about short term, the play of all plays, midterm, but then also long term, how we could profit for generations to come because of the decision that we make over the next few days because of the invasion and the regime change of Iran. Before we get started, as always, like, subscribe, and share to our channel. In real life, I'm a certified financial planner, blessed to help thousands of people worldwide, but on these social media airwaves. We get information. This information is going to transform your finances. You ready? Lego.
And you just wanna get paid, tired of making the money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, yeah. Pay for profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid, yeah. Tired of making the money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, pay for profits to help you seek change, yeah. Cut the show and just listen. You wanna feel empowered by making money decisions. Residual by the hours can get you a better living. Been check to check, you knowing it could be different.
Historically speaking, 12 months after a war, the stock market is higher. Now, we also know historically speaking, a week to 2 weeks later, the market is lower and people move their money from the market into things that they seem safe. And safe is either bonds, CDs, or gold, right? And this is why the president was waiting so long. They had their targets identified on Monday, but they did not actually do anything until the market closed on Friday. Because if they did it during trading hours or a day before trading hours, it would have had the market going crazy. And we know the president loves stability and he loves the stock market. So with that being said, this gives us a keen opportunity to take advantage of something that historically goes up right after bombing or an invasion or any type of geopolitical event. And that, my friends, is gold. And it doesn't get any better, in my opinion, than symbol AEM. Angico Eagle Mines, or symbol AEM. And AEM is a gold mining company where they find ways to mine gold. Now, a lot of people harken this back on oil. And yes, this is an oil play, but it also has something to do with Venezuela. You see, when we invaded Venezuela, we quickly saw that we need more time to mine and also to get oil. But now if we use some of Iran's oil, we can then use those profits to mine gold in Venezuela. And since AEM is buddy-buddy with the Trump administration and they are a domestic company, this company, in my opinion, is going to grow dramatically forward. Is it just me? Or is that you're working hard, but you're not seeing the financial results that you want? We're clocking in, we're clocking out, we have the income, we're making the money, but our wealth is not growing like we want it to. Well, my friends, it's not your fault. You know why? Because we're never taught how money works. We're taught how to spend it, but we're not taught how to leverage the money that we're making right now to build wealth. Now, wealth, it comes in all different shapes and sizes. The question is, how much wealth do you want for you and your family? But the best part about it is help us on the way. Join us during our 5-day mentorship, where you learn how to structure your money, reduce your tax liability, increase your net worth, and build wealth. We'll show you how to go from a wealth builder to a wealth strategist to a wealth creator and leaving that long-lasting legacy to your family. Click the link below and join us on our 5-day mentorship, where we'll help you accelerate your wealth. Now back to the episode. So as we're seeing all the oil refinery going on, we look at what's going on as investors. We don't do that. We look at what's going to happen. What's going to happen is we're going to refine so much gold. There's also unrefined gold in Iran as well. And AUM, in my opinion, is the gold mining company that the US is going to hire to mine all that gold. And historically, right after an invasion, then gold mining companies, as well as the gold sector in totality, goes up. So you're going to see a bump in AUM short term, but then also, in my opinion, long term as well. And look at the chart over the last few days. Now, they say that nobody knew, but money, the big money, knew what's going on. And look at this, right? This went up by 10% in the past 5 days. Remember, the market's been going down. This was going up. So big money, Wall Street, the hedge funds, they knew what was going on, and they knew that the administration picked AEM to be one of the mining companies of the invasion. The last month, up by 12%. The last 6 months, up by 80%, you guys. And over the past year to date, 47%. And in the past 12 months, it's up by 161%. Now, yes, gold is going up as well. And we know when tides rise, so do the boats. So this had a lot to do with gold going up as well. But do you believe this is going to go down short term? I don't believe so. We have the geopolitical. We have people trying to find things that safety-wise compared to the stock market, either gold or bonds. And we know people don't like bonds right now, so they're going for gold. It's the whole Ethereum and happiness about gold because it's hit all-time high after all-time high. So short term, and maybe going into the future, we think AEM is a huge opportunity to take advantage of the relationship with Trump, take advantage of the refining of gold in Venezuela and in Iran, as well as the short-term nature of the invasion. And we don't know how long regime change is going to last. Now, when you think about Iran, you think about one thing. The first thing top of the mind is oil, right? And when it comes to refining oil, it does not get any bigger or better than ExxonMobil, which is our stock number 2. The opportunity of the few months coming ahead. Why? Because they're there already, but it's going to take a while to move everything and update their systems. And also, doing regime change is probably going to be terrorists involved, trying to burn the oil fields. We saw that happen in Kuwait, also in Iraq. As we was invading, they burned the oil fields because they did not want us to profit off of the oil. So it's going to happen in Iran as well. So it's going to take time for ExxonMobil to really get in there and start making money by increasing their productivity, increasing the supply, and having more demand and having a higher profit margin. It's going to take some time. But why do I say ExxonMobil in the first place? It's because they have the highest supply of oil out of all U.S. companies. And it might be a blockage of the Strait of Hormuz, which is where 20%, I repeat, 20% of all oil flows through this strait. So if terrorists gets involved, or Iran from a regime change standpoint has some deflection and they want to break down oil all across the world, then ExxonMobil has the key advantage to have their oil reserve work, which of course will increase their profit margin and increase their profits. And as a stockholder, we love that because our stock goes up as well. And as we see the stock chart, right? Past 5 days, last Friday, but look at that pop. Whoop! That was a 3% gain in one day. So they knew that this was going to happen eventually. Somebody tipped off a lot of people because hedge funds in particular poured money. And as we can see, it continues to go up. The past month is up by 10%. Are you like the 83% of Americans who want to get a trust, who want to get a will, want to get a power of attorney, but you don't have one? Well, you are not alone because 22% of Americans have one. That means 1 out of every 4 families have a trust, a will, and a power of attorney. Which bracket are you in? 1 out of 4 or 3 out of 4? It's okay because we have the Relax Estate, a fully automated AI platform that allows you to create a trust, a will, and a power of attorney all at the fingertips. And if you are an insurance agent, tax professional, financial advisor, notary, or in any business profession, you can even white label this to your clients. You grow your business, you help your clients, everybody wins. Visit our website, www.therelaxestate.com. right here, therelaxestate.com, and you can create a trust for your family, or if you're a business owner, want to use it to scale your business and help your clients, you can do that as well. Now back to this wonderful episode. Past 6 months, up by 34%, doubling the stock market. Year to date, up by 24% when the stock market is flat. Over the past year, up by 36%. Big money knew this was happening. Big money knew that we was going to also invade Venezuela, and they hedged their bets accordingly a long time ago. And this shows us two things. Number one, the administration is all about making money, and their friends, their donors who have those conversations, they get ticked off way ahead of time. That's why for us, we cannot time the market. It's time in the market and taking advantage of information that we receive like this. We know ExxonMobil is going to have a large pent of demand because of the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. We also know that historically, when we invade the Middle East, oil companies, specifically ExxonMobil, get to refine oil and set up shop there. So for those two reasons, we think that ExxonMobil is a good investment or a bad investment. Now, we could say, yes, investing something at an all-time high is bad. In short term, that is the case. But from a long-term standpoint, this is a huge opportunity to take advantage of what's going on today. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, but as an investor, we want to take advantage, and ExxonMobil gives us that advantage, and that's why it's one of the stocks of the week. But now, number three, how did all this happen? How was we able to have pinpoint coordinates of 11 of the 12 leaders in Iran to bomb them all at once? Their supreme leader to bomb at once. Even last year that people didn't talk about, when Iran had its 12-day war with Israel, we was able to, or Israel through us, or us through Israel, was able to take out 6 of the 7 leaders just like that. Accurate coordinates, cybersecurity, and who gets all that information? Palantir. Now, Palantir is a combination of tech and military in one. Palantir has the largest government contract ever, and this year they're bidding for now the largest military contract in history. And their big competition, the competition that is making sure they're not a monopoly, Anthropic, just got banned by the federal government. President Trump on Friday said that no one in the Pentagon, no one in the Department of War, no one in the Department of Energy, or anywhere else in the government can use Anthropic. If that's not a monopoly, I don't know what is. I get all the data from the federal government. I get to sell all that data to Fortune 500 companies that's going to pay me all types of money to do that. And I have no competition. Palantir, a big reason why over the past weekend, things were so successful in coordinates and no civilian casualties, is because of the modeling and the data that they provide to the federal government and vice versa. And now with regime change and finding the small actors and making sure no terrorist cells exist in Iran, who do you think is going to be providing all that data to the federal government? Do you think their stock is going to go up or down if they do this? I think it's going to go up. And that's why I believe that it's an opportunity, not of the week, not of the month, but of a lifetime. And we're able to invest in something that is still low. What? It's low? Let's look at the stock chart. At $137 a share, yes, it's low. It was as high as $187, right? So having a 30% drop makes it an investment opportunity. The past 5 days, up by 1%. Past month, down by almost 13%. The past 6 months, down by 13%. Year to date, down by 18%. You're like, this down. But the past year, up by 61%. Historically speaking, for whatever reason, Palantir goes down by 50% every 18 months. It's happened 4 times out of the past 6 years. It's a volatile stock. Again, it's mixing tech in military defense. Sometimes they didn't get as much military funding as what they thought, or their report said they was spending too much money, or the activists of the world don't like them because they are literally profiting off of war, and no one wants to see that. But what we can see is opportunity. Opportunity that allows you to invest in something that's not going away. Tech that allows you to invest in something that's not going away. War and defense. That allows you to invest in something that is going to go away. And that's their monopoly like position. Join us in our school community as we have modules, classes, courses to go from a taxpayer to a wealth builder. How to use our cliff, dip, bear strategy to do better with your investments. How to acquire businesses and how to use your retirement plan to grow and not pay taxes. What? I can have a retirement plan grow and not pay taxes? Yes, your IRA or even your 401k at your employer. This and other things we focus on in our school community, the Relax Investor. And guess what? You get 7 days, free access, and you get our weekly coaching calls every Wednesday. You and hundreds of people ask questions to 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure business owners that tell you how they created their business, how they run their business, and how their finances is as smooth as it can be. So click the link below and join us in our Relax Investor Academy to help you scale your finances right now. 10, 15 years down the road, it's going to be other Pelotars. It's going to be other companies that's stealing away market share from their government contracts. So shouldn't we do what the Romans would have done? First position, execution, and go all in? Now, when I say all in, I don't mean YOLO. Don't put all your money in this. Diversification helps decrease risk. So don't put all your money in Peloton. And we want to use the cliff, dip, bear strategy. Every $100 that we have, 25 we invest now, 25 when it's down by 5%, 25 when it's down by 10%, and 25 when it's down by 20%. That's how we tiptoe into any stock, in my opinion. But you're not looking at this to either add to your portfolio or increase the holdings of this investment inside your portfolio, you might be making, my friends, a significant mistake. This, in a lot of people's thoughts, is why this past weekend was so targeted, so successful, so quick, and with not casualties to be reported. 10 years ago, something like this happened. All types of people, civilians got killed. The civilians that was killed this time was the ones from Iran when they bombed the Hira. My friends, Peloton gives you an opportunity that you can't put a price on. That, my friends, why we say this stock number 3, the opportunity not just a week, not a month, but of a lifetime, is Peloton because of this potential. And you can't put a price on that. So let me know what you guys think. ExxonMobil, AEM, Peloton, like it, don't like it? Is there any other stocks we're missing out on? As always, love is love. Let's make some painful profits together, y'all. And remember, we want peace and not war. Peace.